What's going on, y'all? It's your boy 30, man. We back with another video. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. You know what I mean? We're doing this every day. You're dropping free picks every day. We went 5-1 last night. Another great, man. We've been on a great streak. You know what I mean? We had a rough couple of days, but we back on it. We on a green streak, making money every single day. That's the name of the game, man. Straight bets and parlaying sometimes, but we've been hitting just about everything these last 4 or 5 days. So we got to keep it up. Nas Reed couldn't hit 2 threes, or else we would have had a full sweep last night. But it is what it is. Made a lot of money on the straight bets. We tripled our money once again, man. We've been doing great. I told y'all, you don't have to parlay everything. If you're gonna do 1 or 2 parlays, that's fine. I even give y'all one sometimes. But main thing is, let's not get away from the straight bets, because it's way easier to sweat one player or one single bet to be bouncing around checking the score for each different guy, rebounds, whatever it is. So just stick with the straight bets. If you want to do one parlay, do your parlay with like half a unit. But just stay focused with the straight bets. You can grow your money over time. I promise y'all. Y'all see, we have bad days. Sometimes we have 2 or 3 days bad in a row. But we always pick it back up. And money double. We always get back on track, man. So I know we're going to end. We already making profit on the month. I know we're going to end the month of May with more money. You know what I mean? That we started with. But that's the name of the game. But as y'all can see, man, I'm a little, but I don't know what it is. Like, yesterday I was fine. Today I woke up feeling sick. I know my daughter's sick. So I'm like, my head kind of like hurting a little bit. I'm at work right now. I should have called out. But I ain't feeling too good, man. But I think I got 6 picks today, man. I feel good about all of them. You know, we still got some WNBA. We got some NBA. We got the Eastern Conference Finals game 2 today. We got Knicks and Pacers. I got some baseball. We got the ladder challenge again, that cash. So that's how I ran to them, y'all. Our first bet of the day, right? And regardless of stats, regardless of numbers, regardless of bias or whatever, if the Knicks want to make it to the championship, they have to win this game. The series could be over. Some people saying the series is over now. But if they go back to Indiana, down 2-0, it's a wrap. They're not getting 2 games in Indiana. It's just not going to happen. They might get 1, but give me Knicks -5, right? I think that the Knicks know that they had the game in the bag. The 0.00000 chance of them losing actually happened. Some say a fluke. Some say it got somebody, Neesmith got hot. But regardless of what, you got to hit your free throws. You got to close out the game better. So give me Knicks -5. I think they understand that they did everything they're supposed to do to win the game in the first 4 quarters and 10 minutes. But the last 2 minutes, they just missed free throws, turned over the ball, gave up everything. So I think they're going to close this game out tonight, and this is a must-win. You're talking about Jalen Brunson going to play 35, 40 minutes. All the starters going to play a lot of minutes. They have to win this game or the series is virtually over. So that's the first bet, man. Knicks -5. Normally, I don't bet on the Knicks, but in a must-win, a hungry game, they got to get this win. So Knicks -5. Let's get to the next bet. Next bet, jumping over to the WNBA. Minnesota Lynx game, right? Bridget Carton over 4.5 rebounds. This is my thinking, right? This is not like the NBA where, like I told y'all, most of the time what's supposed to happen does happen, right? So Bridget Carton is averaging, I think, 6, almost 7 rebounds on the season. I don't know why. I don't care who they're playing. Minnesota Lynx might be the best team. I said this yesterday. They might be the best team in the league. I'm going to go on and say they might be the best team in the league, but they play tough. They score. They play defense. Only reason I can think why they got this line is so low is because they might be saying a blowout is coming, and she might not play in the fourth. But I just had to take this over 4.5. She averages almost 7. So she can get 5 rebounds in the first half legit. She doesn't need 3 or 4. She doesn't need 4 quarters to get 5 rebounds. She just doesn't. She averages 7. So that's the next bet, man. Bridget Carton over 4.5 rebounds. I love this play. I want to say this is my favorite pick of the day, but I got one more pick later in this video that I just think is my favorite pick. But this will be my second favorite. Bridget Carton over 4.5 rebounds. Let's get into the next one. Our next pick, it's a simple 2-leg WNBA. We've been doing real good with WNBA picks. It's been a little sweaty with Indiana Fever, but for the most part, we've been winning a lot of WNBA bets since the season started, right? So 2-leg plus 125, W money and a little more, right? First leg, Connecticut Suns total points under 74.5. I told y'all, Minnesota Lynx might be the best team in the league. They're damn sure the best defensive team in the league. Nobody else is touching them. So Connecticut Suns total points under 74.5. I guarantee you later on as the day go by, you won't be able to get 74.5. Lock it in now, right? Second pick, right? Seattle Storm money line against the Phoenix Mercury. I like Phoenix Mercury, but at home, I don't think they're going to beat Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm, I don't think they can deal with them. I just think that Seattle Storm has too much talent, too much overpower, and they play better defense than the Mercury. So give me Seattle Storm money line, and then give me Connecticut Suns total points under 74.5. Let's get into the next one. Let's bounce over to I keep saying WNBA. Let's bounce over to MLB, right? I told y'all this is my favorite player today. That's why I didn't let that basketball one be my favorite one. Blue Jays and Rays under 0.5 first inning, right? I know these bets kind of come off as 50-50 as much, but I don't see a situation where the Rays get a run in the first inning. So really, what we really sweating is that when the Blue Jays go to bat, if the Blue Jays don't get a run, this should cash easily. So I love this bet. Honestly, man, I don't know why this is my favorite bet, but something's just gravitating me to it. And you might be saying 30. You know how this going in the past. If this your favorite bet, maybe we need to stay away from this one. Hey, do you. But I'm just telling you, on the low ski, I feel like this is my favorite bet. I feel like it's going to be sweat-free. So Blue Jays and Tampa Bay Rays under 0.5 runs first inning. So it's a no-run first inning bet. We cashed the other one we did a couple days ago. I even gave one in the Discord that cashed, I think, 2 days ago. But I ain't have it on YouTube because I found it last minute, like throughout the day. But I love this bet. I do not see either team getting a run. And like I say, I'm not worried about the Rays. We're really sweating the Toronto Blue Jackets. We're really just sweating them to not get a run. So we're going to see what happens. But let's get into the next one. Y'all, back on the ladder challenge, man. We cashed yesterday, but we took $30 into 45. But we had already got it up from, we had already made like $12 a couple days before. So really we took 20 into 67. So what I did was I just reset the ladder challenge. I started back with 20. I don't know why, man. Something told me just to wake up and reset it. I don't know, like, if this guy's going to get a run or not. That's like God trying to talk to me. But I felt better starting back with 20. So this is the bet for the day, right? Minus 200 odds. Pick a player to not get a run. We ain't got to do the double because the odds are already right there. So Alexander Kirk, under 0.5 runs. I looked at the stats. He had some runs this year, had some home runs. But I think in today's matchup, I think this is the perfect game for him to not get a run. He can get a hit, he can get a single, he can get a double, he can even get a triple if you want, but that's a little too close. But just don't cross home plate. We don't want this guy to get a run, right? And I feel like this is the perfect setup for him not get a run. So if you want to go back with a 45, but I feel like it's not worth it, you might as well start back with a 20 and just gain our profit every day, 20 into 70 like we always do. So the first day, starting back over day one of the MLB ladder challenge, no runs, $20 into $30, right? This is the bet I got. Let's get to the next one. My last bet of the day. It's the last one I caught like last minute before I was finna end the video. Miles McBride under 7.5 points, right? So I know he's a nice young player. He can shoot, he can score, he can do a lot for New York, but he's always in the catch and shoot spot, right? But I think in today's matchup, we talk about the Knicks starters playing high minutes, right? Cat or Jalen Brunson or Josh Hart, one of them three is going to always be on the court no matter what, right? They're going to be the focal point. I don't see a scenario where he plays enough in a game 2 must win. And call me crazy. I'm not a Knicks fan, so I don't know exactly how that rotation fully goes, but I know that they need somebody who not just can knock down shots. They need some defense. They gave up like 21 points in 2 minutes. It was insane. So they need somebody who's going to get out there, hit some shots, but mainly lock up and clamp up. So I think the starters play majority of the minutes. He might get in for a couple minutes, but as long as he don't hit 3 threes, we solid, which he capable of doing. But I don't think game 2 in this energy, in this crowd, this type of game for him, right? I think he's going to ride the bench most of the game. Tibbs going to go with maybe a top 9, top 8 lineup and try to get this win. This is going to be a very tiresome game, and I'm worried because the Knicks played 40 minutes plus overtime in game 1. How are they going to feel going into this knowing this is a must-win? Jalen Brunson got to play the whole game. I'm sorry. So Miles McBride under 7.5 points. This is my last pick for the day, man. I appreciate all y'all been tuning in. Over the last 3 or 4 days, man, we got to be like 17-4. Something crazy. We've been winning a lot of bets. We've been stacking money. Y'all know if you rock with me, it's going to keep happening. We go through winning stages. We go through losing stages. But y'all know I'm always going to win. I'm going to recalibrate and regroup and get the system right. We always going to win more than we lose. That's a straight up fact. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch y'all in the comments, man. 30 out.